I finally have something to rock to. I can finally wear my hair out. Okay, you guys know I have alopecia, so right here is a little bit bald. So now I can wear this, and my hair is, what I mean? My hair is growing. My hair is growing with the product that I'm using, so I'm feeling good. From my head to my shoe, I don't know what I'm doing, but I got to do. I'm sorting out my point of view. I'm in a new attitude. Evanity Star TV. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Evanity Star coming back to you with another video. And if you're new here for the first time, don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. And if you're a return subscriber, don't forget to give me that good comment. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Today's topic is going to be about me coming to the United States for the first time. And it goes to a lot of people, but I can only speak on my experience working in the United States for the first time in my life. And you know, wherever you come from, whether it's be from another Caribbean country, Jamaica, or anywhere in the world, coming to a new country, you're going to get that culture shock. Because your lifestyle, your way of upbringing, your values, your precept, you have to throw that out the window. Okay? You have now to open up your eyes to a new level of change surrounding people. It's totally different, and for most people it is gonna cause a lot of depression because you're not gonna be able to fit in really well. Because when I came up from Jamaica, I was speaking patois. I could write the standard English, and for right now sometimes I still have to be thinking because I can go into patois really well. And how I'm speaking right now is an acquired way of speaking, because I used to speak patois like whoop whoop. You know, you're in Jamaica and you're talking. If I'm doing a phone conversation with a doctor and I'm talking to a patient, I will speak in English. But once I am communicating with my colleague on the unit, it's total patois. So guys, be prepared that when you're coming to work in the United States as a nurse or wherever you're coming from, be prepared. If you're coming to work in America and you're coming up with a specific company, make sure that you understand that that company can assign you in an area where you have no family. So you have to communicate with them and let them know that, you know, you're coming from Jamaica, which they already know, but you want to be around family. You want to be able to have somebody to interact with when you go through that hardship on your job. As for me, when I came here, there's a lot of things that I had to learn. Because coming from Jamaica, Jamaicans are huggy type of people. They love to lean on each other and embrace each other, you know, with a hug. I had to rewind that. I couldn't do that. Americans, they want their space. You have to stay away from them. You can't come too close to them. And another thing, I did not like people asking me, what have you done for the weekend? They have a way of saying, hi, how are you doing? How was your weekend? If you're going to ask me what's my weekend, then you'd have to be my friend. Because I just don't share my personal business or anything that I do on the weekend with somebody, just any random stranger. And that is a problem. So, you know, there goes the culture shock. Another thing, coming from Jamaica, I'm used to hearing a lot of reggae music playing on the road. Every square feet you go, or every corner that you turn, there's a lot of music playing. So if you're down and depressed, there's always something to keep your finger clapping. So that's what you're used to. So living in Greenville, North Carolina, there was a total silence. All I could hear is the chirping of the bird in the forest. And I couldn't deal with that because where I was living behind a little forest area with a little lake running. I could hear the little chirping of the birds and the water streaking down. But I wanted more than that. I wanted to hear some real music that I could rock to. Nobody rocked to any music. So coming to this total silence really got me, and it really allowed me to do more thinking about what is happening around me. So it caused me to be more depressed because I'm seeing things that is not, that I'm like, wow, what is this? And there's nothing to distract me from anything. So Just know that, you know, coming to America is not no bed of roses. Initially, when you come to America, there's a learning and teething phase that you have to go through. So you become a baby again. And even when you work on your own unit and you do going through your orientation, your 6 weeks of orientation, and you're a master nurse in where you're coming from, they're going to start you off like a baby, like you didn't know nothing. So all of that can be a culture shock to you. So get ready and be prepared. Get ready and be prepared. So if this is what you want, welcome to America. Nobody comes to your door unless it's a delivery man delivering a package. Once that door is closed, everything is silent. Where I'm living in North Carolina, in the era when I landed in North Carolina, I was alone from October, November, December, January before my family came up. And those 4 months I was crying every day. I was bawling my eyes out when I went home. Because I was lonely, apart from nurses that were there before me. And, you know, some of them come around and they show me the ropes and they show me supermarket and they took me shopping and they show me different little locations. But that bonding wasn't there. They just wanted to make sure that I knew my area and knew where to go, and that was good, and I applaud them and I appreciate them, and we're still friends today. But that closeness, that family bond, somebody that you want to cry on their shoulder, I didn't have that. So I cried every day. So guys, before you come to the United States, or if you're thinking of coming to the United States, make sure you talk with your psychiatrist, because you're going to need some happy pills. You're going to need some happy pills to get you off that funk. Because when you come here and you see how people are, and you living in Greenville, North Carolina at the time, it's like a community area where everybody knows everybody. So once you come into the environment, everybody knows you, but you don't know everybody. So you have to be careful what you say to each individual. They will come to you and they will ask you your personal business. How you get to the States? How you this? What about that? Before you know it, and you'll be walking down the road and somebody call you. Oh, I heard you have 5 kids. I heard you have, Sandra said you this. And I'm not used to that. I'm used to, if I tell you something, it stays with you. And most of the nurses that I knew came up to work at this hospital. They left, they went to Florida, they went to Atlanta, Georgia, they went to Texas, because they wanted to be closer to family members. And I don't blame them. I didn't have nowhere to go. Even though I had a sister living in New York, I didn't want to go to New York because New York was like a ghetto. And it's a good thing I went there and spent some time with my sister. I knew that that is not the era that I want to be in. Especially when you have children, young children coming up, and you want them to learn values and principles. You don't want to take them to New York when they're just coming up, because they're going to lose it. Because the school system is crazy. The kids are off their rockers. So I wanted my kids to have principles, values, and North Carolina was more of a hometown. It's a nice place to raise kids. So I said yes when I heard about it, when I did my research. I wanted a place where I could grow my family. So I wasn't thinking so much about me. I was thinking more about my children and their upbringing. So they had good schools, and I had a church family, but I wasn't so close to them because they were totally different. You know what I mean? So that connection, I totally uprooted my life from my community, from my nurse family, from my church family. Everything was totally new for me, and it wasn't an easy journey. If you should come to Jamaica and you understand the bus system in Jamaica, where people push to get into the bus because they want to get a seat. Here, they form a queue. And they walk into the bus, step up nicely. That is before I had a car. I had, you know, had occasion to take bus on few occasions. But it's not like it follow a designated route. I just took the bus because I just wanted a ride out. When people stand at the bus stop and the bus comes, they will stand there and they'll form a designated queue. If you have to go in the bank, and they form a line. If you're a nurse or doctor, in anything that you are, nobody's gonna say, come nursey, or put you first. I realize that no matter what you are here in America, nobody recognizes you for who you are. Nobody. In Jamaica, I can tell you, if I go to the bank, and I'm in the bank, and I'm in my uniform, there's some teller will be saying, come up here, Nursey, come. Or if I'm in the bus, somebody will get up and give you their seat. Or if I'm stopped by the police will just tell you to go. Here is nothing like that. You're not even... Profession don't count. Anything that you do, you're going to have to pay for it here in the United States. So, guys, just be prepared and know that whenever you come to the United States, don't think, oh, hallelujah, you're getting to come to the United States and everybody's all excited. Make sure, don't give away all your stuff. Make sure you prepare yourself properly to come, that in case you decided to make a U-turn. Because a lot of people come to the United States and don't last. They make a U-turn and they go back home to their country. Please don't sell your house. Don't sell your house. Keep your house. Yes. Make sure if you have a car, just hold on to your all your stuff until. If you have money in the bank, don't empty your bank account. Just keep your money, keep things going. Make sure you save your money and send it back to your country, and just make sure that you stay connected with your family. Because I'm telling you, because of what is happening in the United States, a lot of people come here and they're treated badly by others, and as a result they become hardened. And because they become hardened, they respond to their family member with harshness. Because they said, I have to work and I'm not going to be giving you my money and this and that, because of what they have to go through on their job. You have to remember that you're in a new country, and you have to know that people are different. And I get to understand that people are really different in terms of behavior. Because I never know, living in Jamaica, I thought that's how you have to be. Coming to the United States was a culture shock for me. And I didn't understand the different type of liberty. I had to go back to school to do my BSN, and that is how I learned about culture and learn about the differences and what to expect and how to respect people's boundaries. Just my whole mannerism has changed. And I have to say I am very grateful for that mannerism that I have now in regards to when I just came here. Because when I came to America initially, I was very aggressive. I was very argumentative. I don't take anything. And now I learn how to shut up, listen, and learn, and walk away. Because sometimes they can be going through a lot of things, and it's how you respond to them that is going to make the peace. And you have to learn to live. A lot of people I see come up here and they stick to their culture group. Like the Africans, they stick to their one another. The Jamaicans, then the Jamaicans are not so much sticking to one another, but they keep abreast. And other culture, the Chinese, the Filipinos, they have a set of friends that they socialize with, they go with, and to keep their sanity. Because it's not easy being in a country away from your family and being away from your own culture and coming to a different culture and have to absorb the culture. Because I can tell you, whenever you go out on the street, nobody sees you, nobody knows you, nobody cares if you live or die. And when you go back to your own country, you're so warmly received, and people can greet you and make you feel good and welcome you. And that's the difference. So that's what I'm telling you guys, whenever you're coming to the United States, make sure you see a psychiatrist. Let them put you on some form of medication. Some people may say, what medication? Especially in Jamaica. What medication? If you don't come with a family member, make sure you come and see a psychiatrist if you come to the United States. Because as you start your job, you're going to get health insurance. And make sure you get a psychiatrist because you want to keep your sanity. I can tell you, coming to the United States has changed my life a lot because I came here with a healthy head of hair. And I lost my hair. And I think one of the reasons why I lost my hair is because I was so depressed about being away from my own country and not being able to do the things that I like to do, see the food that I want to eat, being able to express myself in a way without being judged or ridiculed. So all of that affected me. So if I had seen a psychiatrist at the initial get-go where they could, give me something to give me that chill and, so I can overlook certain things, on a mental aspect, that would have helped me to cope on a better level. But I was able to cope over a longer period of time that I have expected because it took a while before I conformed to the rule of how things supposed to be, because like I tell you, I was very defensive because I didn't know a lot of things. And after I went and did my BSN and understand how people behave, then that is when I decided to say, okay, yeah, people are really different. People are really, really, really different. We have to respect each other's boundaries. And that is what I didn't know when I was in my country. So make sure when you come into America, you plan and you're ready. Ready? On your mark, get set, get go, because it's going to be a different rules. And all of this excitement that you see going on with people coming back with all these barrels and bags and all of these things coming from the United States, give them some respect, because it's not easy to be here working and dealing with all the different faces that you have to put up with in order to get what you need to come back to your country. Because we have to put up with a lot of things. When I say a lot of things, I mean a lot of things. And it's not easy. So make sure that you know that when you're coming to the United States, you have to be mentally prepared to know that your culture, leave it at the door. Leave it at the plane door and come in and just open up yourself to learn so much more. All right? So guys, if you like my video and you like what I say, don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. If you want more videos like this, just drop a note in the comment. Just let me know what's going on. Talk to me. Talk to me, I said, because it's a lot. It's a lot here for you. So guys, just walk good. Love you.
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't